Today's the day. Today's a big day, for me at least, because it's gonna be an unusual day. Our state is slowly starting to open things up. We've never really been on a true lockdown like other states. I know Joe mentioned that in a previous video, but we have been social distancing, you know, for reasons, you know, just out of respect for others. And then on top of that, you know, I had some doula clients, and now I'm not on call and I don't have the need to be extra cautious, but our flea market booth is in desperate need of some love. So I've got some stuff. Now it's not all the stuff that we wanted to have. We do have pallets coming in, so I'm very excited about that. So we're trying to get rid of all the other stuff. So we went to the storage unit in one of our previous videos. There just wasn't a lot. There was some stuff there, but there really just wasn't a lot. So I've got some things that Whitney's priced, and we've put it all together, and so I'm gonna go drop that off and try to get our flea market booth at least somewhat stocked up. And then I've got to run a few other errands. And honestly, I'm a little nervous. I haven't been out by myself since all of this started. So a couple of things that need to happen today, of course, is our totes and bins need to go to the flea market booth so that we can try and load some stuff up. Our CrossFit box is finally opening with restrictions on Monday, so I borrowed some equipment from them, which is really awesome that they let me do that, and I need to return that today as well. And so it's gonna be a busy day.
Without a glimpse of the light, running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. I see you broken and beat, head pulled down over your eyes. Every part of you wants to surrender, darling, you were meant to survive. With every start, we are born again. Open your heart, spend this time in your head. With every start, we are born again. Open your heart.
Okay, good. We're good. I'm good. You're good. We got this. That was hard. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, bringing all that in at once. I probably should have done, in retrospect, I probably should have just making a couple of trips, but I didn't. So, first glance, this is a complete mess. It's just a mess. Let me just show you.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like that box is like opened. This is like completely bare and empty. And then it looks like somebody looked at that and couldn't get it closed again. So we're gonna have to do some major cleaning up. I pulled a couple of things from the flea market booth. Some of this Halloween stuff. There's like a costume, and then this I love, and I think it would sell. It's a clock with a little, I'm sure you've seen it in like 10,000 videos because it's been there since we've opened the booth. But It hasn't been selling, and I think it's because it doesn't have batteries. And I keep intending to get batteries, but every time I leave the booth and I don't have it, I forget. So I'm bringing it with me so that I can get it. But I'm gonna show you I'm gonna show you how I finished it. I hung up some new bags. I wanted to change everything on the walls. And then this I organized, but as you can see, I really feel like the things that sell the best are like the things that are displayed where people don't necessarily have to rummage through things. So this is not a permanent solution, but if anything, we need to maybe lessen the lessen the amount of stuff that's in here so that it's easier to look through, or find a different way to display it somehow. I moved everything around here. I wanted to make sure that all of this stuff was easily displayed. There's some new stuff, and I don't think anything is really in the same place except for these curtains and duvet covers because they sell well there anyway. I moved this shelf to kind of make almost like an extra wall for some extra space, and made get these galvanized buckets full of specific things. These are the mats, the runner pouches here, and then this is just different kinds of like car mounts and stuff like that. Most of this stuff is the same. I just put them in different places, hoping that it would catch somebody's eye that's been through here already. I will say these have been selling really well. We started with 3 rows, and now we're down to just 1 of DVDs and CDs. That makes me want to try and buy some more of those if I can find some. I moved these up top because they sold really well for a little while, and I think maybe they got forgotten on a lower shelf. So that's it, guys. I'm really proud of the work that I got to do in the flea market today. I think it was good for me. It was good for the business. I know that I had to actually pay booth rent this month because of COVID-19 and the low sales, and on top of that, we didn't really have our booth stocked because we weren't getting out very much. So I guess my next steps now is to, maintain keeping it stocked, especially until our pallets come in. But also I want to figure out a way to display that stuff. From what I see, I've been watching other booths, especially some of the more successful ones, and it really seems like people are more likely to buy something when they don't have to rummage through things. When we had the warehouse and we were doing bin sales, the rummaging through the bins was kind of part of the culture there, and people really like that. People really like shopping for treasures and deals and stuff, but it doesn't seem to be the case here. I still want to be able to display a lot of that stuff, but I don't know how to do it. It's a lot of one-off items, so a lot of these flea market booths, they display things on hooks, and they have a lot of the same items on those hooks, and that's not really possible for me here. I thought about also just laying stuff out, but we have those wire shelves, and a lot of that stuff is just gonna fall and get lost. So right now we have those bins. I don't think that it's working as well as I would like. So if you guys have any tips, any ideas, bonus points, if it doesn't cost me any money, I did think about buying some, real thin plywood, but because we were not profitable last month, I don't feel comfortable spending money just yet. Maybe after this month, if we have some profits, I can use it to spend maybe making those shelves, maybe putting some plyboard or something like that on those shelves so that I can display some of the flatter items that aren't going to fall through the holes. So yeah, it's about being creative. It's about trying to figure out how to make it work. I will say though, before I end this vlog, is I do feel really good. I was really anxious about leaving. I haven't left the house in a long time. I was really nervous about just keeping people safe and doing my due diligence to, respect the leaders in authority and follow guidelines and everything like that. Not just for me, but for the people around me, but also having to make sure that, we can earn a living and that we can eat and pay our bills and things like that. So it's kind of this delicate balance. And, as nervous as I was, I'm thankful that I went out to do it. I feel more confident now that our booth has started. Is going to start getting some traction. It looks better, it looks well stocked, and this flea market is wonderful. The people who work here are wonderful, and they've really been so kind and so helpful. So I think that this is going to be good. I think this is a step in the right direction. You know, I'm not looking for perfection, I'm looking for progress. So anything that we can do to make it better and anything we can do to make our lives better is worth it for me. So yes, I hope you guys have a really great day. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. And yeah, tips and tricks, anything you know, if you've owned a flea market booth before and you've got some ideas, or if you haven't and you've got some ideas, shoot those down in the comments below. I really want to know. I really want to gain some experience here and try to figure out ways to make this better. So until next time.
All right, so we hope you have enjoyed this video. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't done so already, and hit the subscribe button while you're at it.
And if you have not already, check us out at www.thefamilyflips.com. And if you're on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, what a coincidence! So are we!
Links down in the description for those.
Until next time,
Peace.